Welcome back to Sports Jam. It's a really special season for the Osseo boys hockey program. 60 years of Osseo hockey being celebrated, and coming up Saturday, a day to really commemorate that as the Orioles host Spring Lake Park and we'll have a special celebration. We're joined by the co-head coaches, Kevin Willey and Mark Phenow, who also played their high school hockey here at Osseo. And Kevin, I know you've been kind of digging into some of this and getting ready for the celebration. And what are some of the fun things that you've kind of learned about Osseo hockey as you've gotten ready for this?
Oh man, it's been incredible. Just talking, made contact with a lot of the old coaches that were here at Osseo, and like I said, unfortunately, a couple couldn't make it up from their winter homes in Arizona and Florida. But man, just awesome to hear about Coach Paskey when he was here. He coached both JV and helped out with the varsity, but he would. Man, the varsity was practicing at 10:30 at night over at Blake Arena. JV was practicing out in the field, pretty much where we were here, and they had a string of lights, snowboards, just a tiny little room to get dressed in. It's just I've been finding out a lot, and there's still a lot of pride there. I mean, over these 60 years, we're hearing for a lot of guys, and it's really exciting, and can't wait.
You were a player on a team that had one of the more memorable games, I think, in Osseo history, when that big comeback against Elk River in the section semifinals. They went up 4-0 early. You guys came back, win it in overtime. You know, how much of a great memory was that night for you and your teammates at that time?
Yeah, it almost gives you chills. I mean, it was that first game of the doubleheader at the Coliseum, and it went in double overtime, so all the people that were there for the second game were there as well. So the whole place was packed. I mean, it's just it's kind of funny. I talked to the guys. Like, I mean, I don't remember many scores or anything like that over the years, but you just met, those little memories that you pick up along the way, and that was definitely unreal. I mean, it's too bad we couldn't take care of Blaine in that section final, but I mean, obviously they were a pretty darn good team, and they won state that year.
And speaking of some memorable games, we'll turn to Mark Phenow now, part of the only Osseo team to make the state tournament. Tell me about winning that section title and getting a chance to play in the tournament. Mark, what was that like for you guys back then?
It was awesome. I mean, we were a 4 or 5 seed. I forget what it was, but we kind of got on a run that towards the end of the year. Our goalie got hot, and yeah, I try to bring back the memories of these guys. These guys weren't even born yet when we went, so it's tough to explain to them just how awesome it is. It's one of the best weeks of your life, something you'll never forget. Last night I sent out a big group message at all the 94 players on that team, seeing how many are going to attend next weekend, and hopefully we'll get a good group. It's kind of our 25-year reunion, which is hard to believe.
Been a lot of great players and a lot of great teams that have come through this program too, and you look at the new mural out in the lobby and some of the improvements to the arena. Is it kind of fun to reminisce a little bit about the guys that not only that you played with, but just before you and after you as well?
Yeah, when you look at some of the names with Trent Klatt and Travis Morn and Jake Fleming, I mean, a lot of guys that went on to play D1 and a lot of college guys, and then the pros as well. Andy Hedlund just finished up his career a couple of years ago, and yeah, it'll be exciting. It's a great looking lobby now, and the rink is looking great, and we're excited to have all those guys come back and kind of see what's going on with our program now. A lot of guys haven't been around for years, guys living out of state, stuff like that. So it's exciting for us, exciting for those guys that come back and witness a high school game, and hopefully they'll enjoy their time here. Well, the JV starts it off at 1 o'clock. We play at 3. We're going to have like an hour tour up at the locker room here, show everybody our new locker room, and then we will head over to the Osseo Legion afterwards and have a little ceremony over there, and some food and beverages, and have some fun. Yeah.
All right, Mark, thanks so much for joining us, and have fun with the celebration.
Thank you.
Mark Phenow and Kevin Willey, the co-head coaches of the Osseo boys hockey program, and again celebrating 60 years of Osseo hockey coming up on Saturday here at Dick Vra Arena as the Orioles take on Spring Lake Park.